It is the battle of the baggage. So what's the difference between bringing this on a flight, which is your personal item, and bringing this on, which of course is cabin baggage, which is a lot heavier, a lot bigger, and depending on your airline, can have a variety of different restrictions and could cost you a great deal more than the price of your ticket. Assuming I don't, hang on a second, oh, hang on, I've got caught. That could be rather nasty. Now, take this EasyJet flight from London to Barcelona. We just picked EasyJet. We're not beating up on them. For the backpack, the fare is 36 quid, $49. Add your rollerboard bag and it goes up to $102. The EU Parliament says passengers have a right to carry both for free. The budget airlines, of course, like Ryanair and EasyJet, are pushing back. They feel the baggage fees drive revenues, and EasyJet's chief executive has called the EU proposal a lunatic idea. The European consumer watchdog BEUC has backed the Parliament's proposal. The director is Agustin Reyna. He joins me now. Look, I can see the argument, but the truth is, you know what you're doing. I mean, you know, if you've got a backpack and you have to pay for a bag, you pay for a bag, and this generation or the next generation is well used to it. So what's wrong with it?
Well, the situation is that consumers should already be able to bring hand luggage for free or included in the price. The situation is that airlines in Europe have been breaching these rules, which have been already endorsed by the European Court of Justice. And now what the European Parliament is trying to do is to put some order here, basically to define more concretely what should be the size of this hand luggage that should be included in the price of the ticket. From our perspective, it needs to be something that is reasonable for someone that is traveling.
Why?
And therefore
Why? Why?
Simply because this is what...
No, let me finish. Sorry. Why should airlines have to let you take a piece of hand baggage on board? If you don't like that airline, you go to another one or a full service carrier that includes it in the price. That's what the free market's all about.
Yes, but it's also about competition in the markets. And there are many routes where you don't have that alternative. And on top of that, bringing a personal item on board and your own hand luggage is part of a basic service. One could also argue that airlines could also charge you to go to the toilet, and no one would accept that. And when we have asked consumers what is the level of expectations about what they can bring on board, that includes a small item, like a purse, for example, but also a carry-on luggage, something that you can bring with you, put it under the seat or in the overseat compartments. So this is part, basically, of the minimum expectations that consumers and customers will have when traveling.
Right, well, we did a comparison of the various airlines and, you know, obviously the full service carriers, their definition of hand baggage is slightly larger than the definition of low-cost carriers, and the US carriers have an even bigger definition of what happens. What do you think is a valid size for somebody to be legitimately allowed to take on board?
So it depends, of course, on the aircraft, and it needs to comply with a minimum security requirements. So of course, we have nothing against that. It has something to be reasonable. So, for example, we can talk about personal items of 40 centimeters for 20 centimeters, and then a hand luggage that could go up to 10 kilos. In the European Parliament, they are discussing about 7 kilos, which could fit in a space of 50 centimeters for 45 centimeters. Right. So, of course, this depends on the different aircraft and sizes. But the problem that we are facing is that this is imposed unilaterally by airlines. So consumers actually get confused because from airline to airline, depending where you go, you might be able to bring your hand luggage with you or not, or you might discover at the moment actually of boarding, and then you will have to pay a much higher fee.
All right. So the airlines complain frequently, and you know this, particularly about EU 261, which they say needs dramatic revision. Now, I'm not hugely sympathetic to this because 261 sort of does work, and except it is cost, if you've paid €5 for your ticket and you're now getting to compensation for something that's quasi not the airline's fault because of the European various rulings. The airlines basically say that the Commission, the Parliament, has never met a regulation it didn't like.
But the reality is that these rules this reform aims to put in order in this situation. We have a lot of case law, which of course started to advance on these consumer and passenger rights. And the idea with this reform is basically to set the clear rights that consumers and passengers have. So from that regard, I think it's in the benefit of the industry actually to have these clear rules, because otherwise they are exposed to more litigation. And perhaps it is worth also mentioning that thanks to the fact that Europe provides for this protection to passengers,
Sure.
flights in Europe much more on time than flights, let's say, in the US. And this is because, or partly because of the framework protection that consumers have in the EU.
I'm grateful for your time, sir. We'll talk more about it. It's a one that'll run and run, as they say. Thank you.